Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Celisa coming to you from Beautifully Me and You. And today I thought I'd bring you guys a cash stuffing of my YouTube income and a little small amount of side hustle as well. All right, if that sounds like something that interests you, then let's get right into it. For today's video, we're going to be stuffing my YouTube income and a tiny bit of side hustle money that I have. I decided to use the Easy Cash Weekly Planner budgeting book anytime I'm going to be stuffing side income from this point forward, because I do have quite a few streams of income coming in, and my regular bi-weekly planner only allows for 3 budget sheets per month because it's set up for a bi-weekly pay period schedule, and it has an extra one in there in case you have 3 pay periods in the month. But this one, however, has 5 per month. So I figure I can use this for some additional income streams, budget what I want to do with the money, as well as do the stuffing of the cash tracking. I didn't do it for this video because I already pulled the income, but I am going to budget it out and show you what I plan to do in this book with the money that I received. So first, let's get to the dollar amount. Huge, huge, huge thank you. Thank you to everybody who watches my channel, who has supported me, who has purchased any of my planner books, who has used any of my links below that I get a small commission from. You guys are killing it right now, which is making it just, blessings on blessings on blessings from me. Last month was the start of kind of things beginning to roll. And I will say for my YouTube income, one particular video, which I'll put it here on the screen, that video actually started to take off and people started to watch it. And I'm glad that it's helping so many, but that caused a huge spike in my YouTube income. So far for last month, it was slightly there. And this month, it hasn't closed out the month, but it's even increased more. So for the month of June, which I just got paid in the end of July, that income was $589. And so I'm going to be putting a portion of that towards taxes, some towards sinking funds, and I'm also going to give myself a little boost so I can go get me a pedicure. I deserve it, y'all. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use my weekly planner book in order to budget out what I'm going to do. I love this page. I thought, when I created this, I thought I'd color this in one day with colored pencils because I love working with colored pencils. So maybe I'll come and bring a video of me coloring this page and doing some kind of script for my name and telling you guys a story time while I'm coloring it. That's a plan for a future video. All right, of course, this book has all the sheets telling you what the sheets are for. Then it has a page about budgeting. And then there's also another coloring sheet that you can use here with an affirmation. My financial goals for the month, I'm going to fill that in off camera because those are kind of personal for me. And I'm not going to have a monthly budget planner for this month. I am thinking about including this for side hustle income because I want to be able to project the minimum amount of side hustle income that I'm expecting to get in, because I believe when you see it, you believe it, you achieve it. So I'm going to start trying to plan out how much monthly income I want from my side hustles, okay? And that has something to do with my financial goals as well. But for this one, for this YouTube check, I'm just going to, and the other thing is, one other thing, along the way, I can kind of see how much money I'm generating from YouTube or other side money ventures that I have going on, whether it's the sale of the books or my storefront or, all these types of incomes. I can kind of see along the way what they're going to be. And so that would be a great way to project what I expect to do for the future month. So I might be bringing that video very shortly to kind of talk about what I see my side income doing for my family. So you guys can see how every bit of support that you give to this channel, whether it's through purchases, likes, views, subscribes, all that, how it impacts my family and how me giving to you is also you giving back to me. Never forget that. This is a mutual relationship, right? Okay. Though I did take $608 out of my account, and that's a little bit more than my YouTube income because I did help a friend and watched her child one day, and so I was paid for that. I spent some of it, but I still have some left, and so I have a total of $608, and that's what we're going to be budgeting what I'm going to do with for this particular video, okay? So we'll say income. This is going to be, I'll just say income, 608. And we're not going to pay any bills. I'm not going to pay any bills out of this money because all of my bills have already been taken care of. So that will still be $608 remaining. I do want to put some money in a cash envelope, and that'll just be my envelope for Salisa. And I'm going to put $50 so I can go get a pedicure. I've already spent the other $20 that I stuffed the other day. Your girl could go through some money quickly if she has access. So, but I did say I wanted to get myself a new pedicure. So $50, and I'm going to take that out. So that will be $608 minus 50, which will be $558 remaining. And then I want to stuff some sinking funds as well as put some money in giving. So I'll do giving next. And that's going to be $60. And then I only have certain sinking funds. I kind of jotted it down so I can run to the bank and get the money out. For Janae, which is my daughter, and Jace, my son, I want to add $50. Oh, no, $25 for each of them. $50 total. Clothing, I want to add $60. Birthdays, I want to add $30. Clothing is going to come up on the new school year, and my kids are going to need more clothing for school, so I thought I'd maybe want to bulk that one up with side income money. Christmas, I want to put $50. Boss, I want to put $50. Travel, we are taking a trip in the month of September, so I want to put $100. Taxes, I'm going to put $50. I always receive a pretty large tax return. If you didn't see, my last year's tax return was almost $9,000. I'll put that video above. I did a cash stuffing with that. But because I had filed single zero all year long, they had been taking out so much taxes, they owed me some back. So I left it the same. So I anticipate this next year, I'll have a large return as well. And even with my YouTube income, I think I'll still have some money back. So I'm only putting small amounts towards taxes because of that. And then emergency. And I'm going to put $100 there. So let's add all that up. Let me turn this straight so you guys can see. So we have 25 plus 25 plus 60, 30, 50, 50, 100, 50, and 100. All right, that's 490. Oh, wait, that goes there. That's okay. You guys know what it is. All right, so if we take the 558, that'll leave us with $68. $60, I want it to go to giving, and then the dollar challenge is the other one I forgot. If you're new here, I've been leaving the last ones position of any check to kind of go over into the dollar challenge, so that'll be $8 going in there. So that'll be $498 for this category and $60 here, and that should bring it to zero. So let's see, we have income of $608. We have cash envelopes of $50. Sinking funds of $498. And savings of $60. There's zero in bills. So let's just make sure that all adds up. $608 minus $50 minus $498 minus $60. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's going to be the plan. Now, I did already kind of fill out and figure out what this will be, but I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to stuff it. And I want to have a tracker myself so I can kind of look back on what I actually did. And so this tracker will help me with that also. So just give me a minute. Let me copy these sinking fund categories over here as well as cash envelopes. And then we'll go ahead and get to stuffing, okay?
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got
Okay, so I've already cleared up all the categories and all the dollar amounts that I want to actually place in. For Janae, I'm going to be putting 2 10s and a 5. For Jace, I'm going to put a 20 and a 5. Clothing, I'm going to put 3 20s. Birthdays, I'm going to put a 20 and a 10. Christmas, I'm going to put a 50. Boss, a 50. Travel, a 100. Taxes, a 50. Okay, y'all, she's going too fast. Emergency, 100. And then the dollar challenge is going to be 1 5 and 3 1s because that's what I got. And all that I'm going to put in my key holder. And when I do my next cash stuffing for my payroll, I'll just dump that in there then. Because I don't know if I want to touch this jar with this cut in it just yet. And then for my nails, I'm going to put a $50 bill. So that should be 2 100s for $200. 4 50s for $200. 1 2 3 4 5 for 100. 2 3 for 30. 1 2 3. I did something wrong. For 15. Hold on. Did I miss something? Oh, I missed giving. Oh, I'm like, oh, something's going wrong. Okay, giving, I need to add that in there as well. And I'm going to do 3 20s. So that'll be 8. And that'll be 160. Okay, that looks better. All right, and then we have 3 1s for $3. So that should be 2 4 560 590 605 608 is the total, and that is correct. And these bills I had already went and got from the bank because I kind of, looked it over and made sure I was going to have enough for what I needed. And so I'm going to go ahead and title this one as Payday YouTube because I want to be clear on what income source these are coming from. And this is for July. All right. So now we're just going to go ahead and cash stuff. So let me set up all the funds and also get my little cash envelope out so I can stuff my own cash envelope. Hold on 1 second. Let me set it up, okay?
You and me try to explain the way I feel. Let me speak. It's not enough. Can we be real for a minute? You and me, how do we?
All right, I'm going to keep the tracker right to the side. Let me get my cash envelope out of here. The one in the front is for me. All right, and there's Salisa. So I'll go ahead and stuff this one first, and I'm going to put it into my key holder as well as put the money for the dollar challenge into my key holder, and then we'll get stuffing with the sinking funds. For myself, I said I would put $50, which is just going to be one $50 bill. And I'm hoping I can go get a pedicure on my day off, my next day off. Super excited to be doing that. All right, so that's going to go into my key holder, as well as for the dollar challenge, it's going to be the 3 1s and a 5. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And even when I get change back from the store or anything, I usually just fold it in half like this. And then I stick it. It already has quite a bit in here. Because guys, I've been putting 5s over here. Like I wasn't doing it last week, but this week I started folding and sticking 5s over here too. So anyway, then I just stick it somewhere in here. A lot of coins are in there as well, if you can see. So sometimes it's best to kind of go in the back behind it. So I just stuck that $8 in there. We'll add that to the challenge when I do my next cash stuffing on my payroll. And I'm going to put my $50 little cash envelope down in there. And that's it. We'll zip that up. This little key holder is down in my Amazon storefront, as is the tracking book, my cash envelope wallet, my coin counter. There are several things down there. If you need some supplies for your sinking funds or cash budgeting journey, check down below in the Amazon storefront. There's plenty of things down there for you guys. And I appreciate every time you click, I get a small commission. So it's greatly appreciated, okay? All right, so now we're gonna do the cash stuffing. All right, I think I'm all set. So for Janae, actually, let me grab that pen. Hold on. Okay, so for Janae, we're going to be adding $25, and that's going to be, we'll just put it for the 25th. $25, and that'll be $575 she should have. And for her, I'm going to add 2 10s and a 5. So let me just make sure she has what she needs first. Actually, I'm going to scoot this over here. I be needing space to count. Hold on, let me scoot this. Okay, there. All right. Oh my gosh, look at my cut on my finger, you guys. It's getting so much better. Crazy cat broke my jar. It's still a little tender, but it's way better than it was. Okay, so anyway, 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 20, 40, 60. Wait a minute, did I miss something? Oh, 20, 40, 50. Oh my God. I can't count. I was supposed to have 550 before this. 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 20, 40, 50. Oh, Lord, help her. It's just the beginning of the journey and she's already confused. Okay, and then we're going to add 25 in for today. Let me get my bills going the right way. All right. 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. 575 from Miss Janae. And that's correct. I wanted you guys to be able to see the categories, but man. All right, Jace. Where can I put this, guys? I'm really struggling. Let me see. Let me back it up a bit. All right, how about that? Jace has 550 as well. 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 550. And I'm going to add a 20 and a 5 for him. And that'll be 25. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 550, 70, 575. So let me just update his tracker. And I'm going to say YouTube 25. So he has 575. All right, next is household. I'm not putting anything into household. Next is clothing. I'm going to be adding $60 in here, trying to beat this up before school starts, which I'm running a race. All right, 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 220, 30, 35, 240, and we're going to add $60, which is going to be for clothing, 3 20s. Add that in there. And that should bring us to an even $300. 51, 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 3. All right, $300 for that. Car maintenance, I'm not putting anything in. I have quite a bit in car and I don't anticipate having to use it just yet, so I'm not pushing for that one. Medical, I'm not putting anything in there. Birthdays, I am going to beef this one up. My little son's birthday is coming up in August, and he has big dreams and goals, which he probably won't get, but I do want to have some money left over after I buy him a birthday present, so I'm going to be adding 30. Right now, it should have 320, which is 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 50, 70, 90, 310, 315, 320. And I'm going to add for birthdays another 30, which is a 20 and a 10. All right, so it'll be 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 40, 45, 350. Let me just update his tracker, or his tracker, the birthday tracker. 30, so that'll be 350. All right, after that is Christmas. Christmas is going to be getting 50. I took the Christmas fund out and put in the deposit. I didn't take it to the bank, but I need to take it. And so for YouTube this time, I'm going to be putting 50 into Christmas. And that's going to make it an even 1,200. I have 1,150, and I'm going to add a $50 bill. So that'll be 1,200, 1,100, 150, 200. 1,200 towards Christmas. You guys know I have a goal to get to with that, so I will be putting more money in there. Boss funds, I'm going to add 50. And I really have some goals for this envelope. I haven't started purchasing yet. Let's see, 325 is where it should be. Let's make sure that's right. 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 220, 40, 60, 83, 310, 15, 20, 25. Okay, 325. And then I want to add a $50 bill. So we'll add that in there, and that'll be 725 YouTube. We're adding 50, and so now it should have 375. And that'll be 51, 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 350, 360, 65, 70, 75, 375. I have some things I want to do with Boss. Boss is like when I want to level up my business. So I really have been thinking about website development. My son actually does websites, so I don't really have to pay for that. But I might have to pay for the domain and the hosting and things like that. So some of that might come out of there. I just have some other forward-thinking ideas, and that money will come in handy when I need it, you know? I'm not stuffing anything into Gingy. She's good. Travel, I do want to add $100 to travel. We are going to be going on a trip in September. I have $450 in there now, which is 1, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 420, 40, 450. And I'm going to add $100 bill. And that should make it 550. YouTube, 100, 550. 1, 2, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 520, 40, 550. And this money is going to be spent for sure very shortly, because we're definitely going out of town as a family, like my extended family. Hardwood floors, I'm not going to put anything into today. Emergency, I do want to put $100. Right now that has 4470, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. That's in the bank. And then 1, 2, 3, 54, 420, 40, 60, 70. And I'm going to add another 100. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 4570 for emergency. I have strong goals if you're just new here. 725 of getting this to 3 to 6 months income. So I still have quite a bit of ways to go, but we'll put it in here, 4570. Taxes, I am going to stuff $50 for taxes. I haven't really been putting a lot in here. I do keep my withholdings at my job at 0 so I can get the most money back. Instead of paying it. So I know there's this theory that like you should, break even at tax time. I never seem to can do it. And it just gives me so much anxiety to like think. So this past year, I just put it all the way down to single zero and said, let me live off the minimum, take as much taxes as you want. And then hopefully at tax time, I'll get a refund. Well, I end up getting this huge refund. So I was like, I'm just going to stick with it that way. This way I look forward to tax time versus any anxiety about it, So I'm leaving it that way. I don't know if that's the best financial move, but I'm going with it. All right. So right now I have $55 in taxes. I'm going to add another YouTube, $50. So that'll be 105. Let's just make sure 20, 40, 55. Yep. And then I'm going to add a $50 bill. That'll be 50, 70, 90, 105. And, I did say I might take some of my boss funds and get like a CPA, because as I am gaining more income streams, it's, probably going to affect my taxes in a different way than just me working. And I want to make sure I'm on top of that, so that might be a good plan. And maybe they can strategize a different way of me actually doing my withholdings at work. Investments, because I think I'm supposed to pay quarterly if I have too much business income going on. So I need to figure that out. All right. Investments, I'm not doing anything for that. Giving, I am going to put $60. I see I didn't add it over here. And giving right now should have 155, 155. I haven't done anything with it recently. And I'm going to add the last 60. 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 215. So let's see. 725. I'm adding YouTube 60, which will be 215. All right, so that amount goes here into giving. And that is it. I put the Salisa money in my key holder because I am going to take it with me, and I still have the money for the bank deposit that needs to go back, but we'll get to that. In the meantime, I think we have done all the cash stuffing for my YouTube and the tiny bit of side hustle money that I had in addition to that. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I appreciate all the watches, all the comments, all the views, all the subscribers, all the purchases, any click down into my storefront. All of that is greatly appreciated. And I mean, just a huge thank you. Without you, this particular cash stuffing video wouldn't even be possible. And we all know that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I think that's it. I did open back up my Etsy store, and I was having some problems with the link, but I'm going to drop that link down below if you guys are interested in some cash envelopes, like the little ones that go in the key holder, or in some full-size sinking fund envelopes that go inside one of these binders. Then check the link down below into my Etsy storefront, and you can see about purchasing there. If you're interested in any of the planners or any of the supplies that I've used in this video, including my pins, just go ahead and click the link down below in the Amazon storefront, and it'll take you where it's already set up for you to just go ahead and purchase there. All right, I think that's everything for this particular video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.